body fat is.
It's not 18.
No. It's not 72.
That's not. He's not a moth. All right, so it looks like the rebuild is complete for the Lakers. LeBron had a tweet. He deleted it, but it was basically a message to everyone like, we'll see. Keep mocking. We'll see. I'm a big fan of Jason McIntyre, who's a former blogger, and now he's doing a bunch of stuff with Fox Sports Radio. And he was on Undisputed today, really kissing the rear end of LeBron like we do oftentimes. And I was vibing with what he was saying.
Do realize if LeBron did not put this tweet up, we would not be opening the show with the Lakers today. LeBron knows what he's doing. He's stealing the narrative. Today's the first day of the football season. We're going heavy on the NFL today. LeBron tweets something, deletes it, and we open the show. And there's probably 15 other shows out there. I don't watch any of them. They are also going to be opening with LeBron James. He knows what he's doing.
He does. He does. You know, he's had a couple of gaffes in his career, but a lot of stuff is calculated, and he's taking the pressure off management, the players, who some people are mocking on. LeBron tweeted out, "Keep talking about my squad. Our personnel ages. The way he plays, he stays injured. We're passed out time in this league, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Do me one favor, please." And I mean, please. Keep that same energy when it begins. That's all I ask. Hashtag thank you. And then he deleted it. He didn't want to get.
Why did he delete?
He didn't want to get posted by whatever that person is on
what old takes,
old tweets or something. You know, they come back and get you like years later.
Old takes exposed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he has to know that everybody screenshotted it.
Yeah.
Like you. I mean, we know John Jones in the MMA world does this, where he throws something out there and deletes it 5 minutes later, but everybody screenshots it, so it doesn't matter. I don't get deleting tweets. I've never done it. Clearly, he sent the message he wanted to send, and I don't think he changed the message. I think he still stands by it. But maybe deleting it gets people to even talk about it more.
More Jason McIntyre, Fox Sports. He's on with Chris Broussard, and LeVar Arrington is making noises in the background.
Guess who put this team together?
Who did it?
It wasn't Rob Pelinka. Okay, LeBron is organizing the dinner at his house with Russell Westbrook. LeBron is the one convincing Kendrick Nunn, hey, take less money, come here. We're going to have fun. You're going to enjoy it. LeBron is the one recruiting Malik Monk, who on a minimum deal. Malik Monk, guy's like 24 years old. LeBron put this team together, and he's putting on the cape. He's putting on the cape for all his guys and letting them know, you on my team, I will ride with you. I will be your guy. I will defend you on social, to the media, whatever matters. LeBron knows what he's doing.
He's right. He's right. Nunn and Monk are really good pickups, and it's basically, this is what you do when you get older. You're like, man, I hope I can convince someone to, like, you know, risk it with the promise of I'll get you money down the road. I love the Monk and Nunn additions, and I'm into the older players. I think D-Ho is going to be fine. I think Melo, we both like that signing.
Yeah.
You can't play him 42 minutes a night, but as a role player for 25 minutes, he's good.
Yeah.
So I like what they built, and I'm also a Westbrook fan. So I don't know how it all works. You know, ball in hand, is LeBron going to cede control sometimes? Is he going to play more power forward in a small ball lineup? Can he play center? But I think they've got a lot of interesting elements to work with, and I love the young guys that they got in for basically nothing.
Yeah, I think AD is going to have to play a lot of center on this team, and LeBron will play 4, and then you're going to have a bunch of guys playing 2 and 3 that can just shoot, defend. You're going to have this rotation. You have a whole bunch of them, and I think if you say, well, you brought in like 3 or 4 old guys, well, okay, but they brought in a bunch of them, and they brought in some younger guys, they brought in some talented guys, and if one isn't playing well or gets hurt or doesn't work out, it's on to the next one.
Number 2.
Deshaun to the Eagles is heating up. Deshaun Watson to the Eagles is heating up. I believe these reports, and this was something I was saying last week, that I get my intel if I'm another team, figure out what the hell is going on, what the NFL suspension could be, if Watson could be free and clear soon. And this isn't like a really awful outcome, because we still don't know exactly what happened.
Sure.
Then I am going to the Texans and I'm trying to steal him now, but I'm going to play it like I'm really worried, man. 3 1s. How about 1-1? And you can have Jalen Hurts, and we'll give you some conditional picks. Like, I try to swoop in because I also think the Texans are probably like, we want to get the hell out from under this.
Well, I think that's the issue. And I think my problem with what you just said is if you make the deal right now, if you're the Texans, it's not even a 1. You're making a Fleury deal. You're like, who will take him? Will somebody just take this guy? Take his salary off our books. Take the headache away from us. Who, a 5th round pick? Somebody have a 6th for the 3rd best quarterback in the NFL, behind only Mahomes and Rodgers. Anyone, please? He's 25. Can somebody please take him? Like, that's what you're dealing with right now. That's why I think, do the Eagles make sense? Yeah, they do. And I would think that would be a strong possibility, along with like the Panthers, even though they just got Darnold. Like, there's some teams that make sense, but it doesn't make sense to me for the Texans right now, except for hey, we have to get rid of him, because his value will never be lower than it is right now. If you wait and say, okay, these things play out, he gets an 8-game suspension. All right, who wants him? You're getting him after 8 games. Or if he gets a 1-year suspension, okay, what can we get for him? You have some certainty now. He's going to miss a year. But right now, a team's going to be like a 1st-round pick. Well, you might never play. Why would we give you a 1st-round pick for that guy? So that's why I don't think that the Texans can do it.
That's Adam and his that's his shrewd fantasy football trading voice.
Sure. 1st-round pick? What?
You're insulting me.
Yeah. I just, it's tough because what his value is nowhere close to what you're actually going to get right now. But I think if the Texans can just deal with the headache, and right now it seems like they're just telling him, because he was practicing and they're putting him at safety, like they're just like, get on the field, do something. If the headache has gotten that bad, they just have to give him away. That's fine. I wouldn't do it. I would just tell him, let's wait this out. Let's see what the certainty is on your punishment, and then we'll find who will give up something for you.
Number 1.
Bunch of Raiders stories today. One interesting one in the RJ was the new valuation of the Raiders are in the upper half of the league in terms of value. Supposedly worth $3.415 billion. This is one of the greatest American sports success stories we've seen in my lifetime. The situation in Oakland was awful. I think the league screwed over Mark Davis, but in the end, maybe not. But at the time, I was livid, and I'm not a Raiders fan. I thought the league pulled a fast one on Mark Davis, shutting he and the Raiders out of L.A., their town, other than Oakland. Everything almost went down the toilet here when Sheldon Adelson, rest in peace, pulled out, right? Jerry Jones comes in to save the day. Mark Davis was a big part of that, and now he's got a franchise that's in the middle of the league in value. And I could see this organization eventually, with everything else that could be built up around the stadium, if they own a lot of that too, they could be a top 10 franchise. By the way, in like market, whatever we are, 28 to 34.
Yeah, well, and I think with NFL, I think that is the one sport that moves the sticks, if you will, on your city. Like, I think more people will move here. I think it'll be a bigger market because there's an NFL team here. So, yeah, I mean, I think the market's only going to get better. The area is only going to get better around the stadium. The amount of I'm sure the team's going to be part of opening some of those restaurants and bars and everything else that's going to go in around there. So
sky's the limit.
It's only going to go up.
You want to buy a mansion up on the hill? There might be a second one up on another hill, because I think Mark Davis sold out of Summerlin, and then he bought on the more on the east side of town, and he may have enough money where he can be like, yeah, you know what, that Summit, I kind of like that. I'm going to go back there.
It's the Big 5 at 5, brought to you by Battle Born Injury Lawyers. If you've been injured, call Justin Watkins at Battle Born Injury Lawyers, 570-9